Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is my freshers advice for people already having started freshers. I know I did a freshers advice a few weeks ago, but I feel like it needs to be instilled, and it's different stuff because Britain's a lot more downhill than it was a few weeks ago. I've compiled a list of advice. I mean, to start with, it's just advice every year I think people need to hear, especially with things I've been seeing on TikTok, but then I've got a lot of advice for COVID uni. First of all, my biggest advice to freshers, because I'm seeing on TikTok so many people dropping out already, and I feel like because you don't usually have TikTok, you don't see it, you're not aware of how many people drop out so early. But it's literally insane. So many people are dropping out, and what I have to say is if you're thinking of dropping out, it is so normal to struggle at the start of uni. Everybody is struggling. It's not a sign that you should drop out. I'm not saying don't drop out, but don't. Try hang in there till Christmas. I've seen loads of people crying on TikTok because their parents aren't letting them drop out, and I know it seems really cruel, but you're thrown into a space with people you've never met before, and you have to live together from the get-go, and it's already in like this global pandemic, so it's very difficult, and it's gonna be difficult. And things in life, the more difficult they are, the better the outcome will be, because you've worked towards it, so you can appreciate things when they get better. I saw someone being like, is it normal? I cry myself to sleep every night. Yeah, I don't know if I ever stopped crying in first term of uni. I was bawling my eyes out constantly. I literally would sit in class and had like tears running down my face. It is so normal. Obviously, if you're really struggling, like I was struggling, like do talk to people. That is also important, and don't keep that struggle to yourself. I feel like because the amount you struggle when you start uni is not like anything you've been through before, you think it's not normal and that you're doing something wrong, but it's not. And if you think about it, would the situation be better if you were in any other uni? Probably not. And because it's just the big change that is the issue. I feel like for so many people, whether it looks like they're having a great time or not, most people don't really settle till after Christmas. So if you can stick it out till Christmas, I would definitely recommend trying to do that. Also, don't think social media is telling you the truth. Everybody on Instagram and stuff like that is showing them having an amazing time. Not everyone is. A lot of people aren't. No one is going to post on social media, I'm having a crap time. So you're not going to see that side, but most people are struggling. So don't freak out if you're struggling. That's completely normal. And student loneliness, I've said it before, I've said it again, it needs to be talked about so much more. Like, everyone's lonely, but nobody's saying it, so everyone's feeling even more alone, even though they're probably the least alone, because everyone's feeling the same, but nobody is admitting it. It is so frustrating. I hated my first term of uni. I've got a video about it. It was literally a living nightmare at the time. Like, I'm over it now. It got so much better after Christmas, so you just gotta hang on in there if you can. Uni is such a big place, so even if you've not met anybody you get along with in like the first 10 weeks, there are so many students there. Most unis have thousands of students. Within that thousands, there's gonna be at least one person that works for you. You'll find your people. Just be patient and stay true to yourself. But do ring home if you're struggling, because when I started uni, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go home at all during first term. A, because I lived far and it was expensive, but B, I felt like if you go home during first term, you're not going back, which, I mean, probably would have happened if I'd have gone home, but I would recommend trying not to go home during first term. I don't even know if people are allowed to go home. Depends what uni you're in, I guess. If you are in uni, maybe try not to go home, but do ring home. I know people say it makes homesickness worse, but I think if I didn't ring home during my first term of uni, I would have literally gone like 10 weeks without speaking to a soul. It's fine to ring home. If you need to, just do it. It's fine. From now, it's advice in the current world situation. I feel like I have good advice for this, because my first term of uni could probably actually be classed as self-isolating. Like, I didn't leave my room. I didn't even leave my room to eat. Obviously, it was for different reasons, but when I wasn't leaving my room at all for like weeks on end, I got a structure in my day. I would wake up at a certain time. It's important to wake up for obvious reasons. Staying in bed all day is going to make you feel worse, and I know sometimes it can be really difficult when you've got no reason to get up and out of bed. It can be so difficult to do that, but just trust me, it's going to be good for you to get out of bed. Make your bed, have a routine, whether you like to shower in the morning or shower in the evening, just as long as you have that structure in your day. Have hobbies, little things you can do. If you're self-isolating and you can't socialize with people, have little things you can do yourself. Literally, books got me through first year of uni. I was going through a book a day. Sometimes I would read 2 books in a day. I know that's really sad, but if it gets you through, just find something that gets you through. I also did like coloring and stuff. Just find stuff to fill up your day so you can be like, okay, I'm gonna wake up at 10, I'm gonna do some work till 12, I'm gonna have my lunch then I'll do some reading, then I'm gonna colour the picture of the lion, then I'm gonna go for a walk, then I'm gonna have my tea, then I'm gonna shower, then I'm gonna go to bed, read before bed, all sorts of things like that. That's not the most productive day in the world, but it feels productive and it feels like you've got a life, so it's really gonna make you feel better. Also, go for walks. That is so important. If you're friends with people you're living with, go for walks with them. If not, go for a walk by yourself. Literally, walks get me through uni. There is nothing better than a walk to clear your head. Also, look into societies. Some societies you can join in person at the moment, so join societies. If societies aren't in person, join them via Zoom. Also, look at different things you can join via online that you can add in your week to make a schedule at the start of your week. Make a planner of different things that you can look forward to throughout the week. So it might be a Zoom society on one day, an in-life society another day, calling your parents one day, and put these little exciting things that you can look forward to in your calendar. Looking forward to things in life is what gets you through. So just, even if it's the smallest thing, like, oh, this was a big thing that I used to do. On Saturday, I'm gonna get a pick and mix. And I would literally plan it, and I'd be so excited that my first year of uni sounds horrendous, but literally I would think on the Monday, I'd be like, right, in 2 days I'm getting a pick and mix, and that would keep me going. Like, literally just tiny things like that. You can't even get good pick and mixes anymore thanks to COVID, so geez, that's annoying. Just something like that. Oh, on Wednesday I'm gonna buy myself a little Turkish delight or something. Just little things to keep you going. That's really important. Also, whatever you do, make a thing of it. Going to the supermarket, invite your friends, your corridor and all that. Invite them if you're going. If you're going to the supermarket, don't just get the bus and go. Walk back, go the scenic route. Make a big thing of it. That's really important. If you are self-isolating, try get in a group with your corridor, a group chat, just so you're not fully left out of the things, and maybe you can do like Zoom calls and stuff like that. I know some international students are self-isolating, or just if you've got symptoms or stuff, just try not to lose contact with people around. And if you are struggling to make friends with your corridor or stuff, that's where the societies come in, and you can make friends through that, or your course. Just see everything you do as an opportunity to make friends, because everybody else is looking for it too. If you say to someone, hey, do you want to do a Zoom call later, they're going to be excited too. Everyone's looking for the opportunity to make friends, so it's great. Or even just be like, oh, are you doing a food shop? I'll come with you. Like, it's just little things like that. In terms of not being able to go clubbing, I wouldn't freak out too much. I think prees and drinking with your friends outside the club is actually the best part of the night. Don't get me wrong, I love clubbing, but just being with your friends, playing Just Dance, just the people you want to be with, that's also really good. So don't panic. A little party in your flat is probably going to be way more fun than clubbing anyway. It's also a better way to bond without judging. If you are isolating, you're probably looking for a lot more varied things to fill your time than just going to a club, getting blind drunk, going home with random people. And also, when you're all in this combined space, you're all going to be consciously looking for things to fill your time and do together, and I feel like that's a better way to bond anyway, because you're actually talking to each other and getting to know each other a lot better. And try FaceTime your classmates as well. If you're not getting on with your thing, then do that. In general, all of these things I've said, because I think we're very much on our way to another lockdown, so a lot of these things I said are like solitary things to do by yourself, but those are more information for if you are self-isolating. But if there are lockdown restrictions, all these things you can do as like a group in your corridor, in your flat, all sorts of things like that. You can do all sorts of things like Netflix parties you can do as a group and watch Netflix, or each week get together, watch the Bake Off just in your flat, just all of you. Just little things like that. Just literally spending quality time together. If you've got board games and stuff, all little things like that that are just going to keep you going, something to keep you occupied. Basically, my biggest advice is occupy your day. You don't have to plan it out, but make sure you're not just lying in bed all day thinking my freshers experience is ruined. Try get the most out of it, whether that's getting the most out of it on your own and trying to do it by yourself or making friends. Just try fill up your time with fun stuff. And then another thing to do is at the end of every day write like what you're grateful for that day, because then you may go a day and you may be like, oh, it's been such a terrible day, is this really my uni experience? It's awful. But then at the same time that day someone might have smiled at you and it might have made you feel really good, and you're not thinking about that because you're thinking how horrible your day is. If you sit down and think what good happened today, and then you might remember, oh, I felt really good when I said hi to that person. Allocate time in your day to think and be grateful for things, because then it's so easy to cloud our minds with like the negative stuff, but you don't have to do that. You can do other things. Also, if you've got home friends, write letters to your family or stuff. I did this with one of my friends in first year of uni. We wrote letters to each other. It's so nice because it's like an exciting thing you're waiting for in the post. It's so much more exciting than messages and stuff. Also, do pub quizzes. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's how life-saving a pub quiz is. Just get your flat together, your corridor together or anything, especially in the beginning. Now is the time when still people are trying to form groups and get involved and stuff. Just say to your flat like, hey guys, I know we can't go to bars and clubs and stuff, but does anyone want to get together and we do a pub quiz tonight? Just things like that. Don't focus on academic stuff yet. There's plenty of time to focus on that in the future. For now, just focus on finding your feet, getting a timetable, staying safe. That's also a massive important thing here. Just focus on all of that and the rest will follow. So I hope this advice was helpful. If you've got any questions, don't forget to leave them down below. And if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, I hope you're all having a really amazing time in freshers, and if you're not, it is so normal. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe and I'll see you again. Bye.